The NBA had their fun 48 hours with the Luka and AD trade, but Big Brother NFL stepped in and said, hey, we still run this. Let's begin with Myles Garrett because obviously this was the biggest news of the day, but Myles no longer wants to just collect checks and potentially go through another rebuild. He wants to compete for a Super Bowl championship, and of course the Browns right now are not in any contention to do that whatsoever. And the question is, what does a Myles Garrett trade package even look like? I mean, the first thing that came to mind was what the Raiders got in return for the Khalil Mack trade, of course, right? What did the Bears give? They gave the Raiders multiple first-round picks, a bunch of other draft compensation, but Myles Garrett right now is better than what Khalil Mack was at that age, even though he was at the peak of his powers. Myles Garrett is a reigning DPOY, of course, and arguably, without question, in my opinion, the best defensive player in all of football at age 29, coming off a 14-sack season. For instance, ironically enough, the Bears have been named the potential suitor for a Myles Garrett trade, but what could they possibly give up? This year's 10th overall pick, future first-round picks, Rome Odunze. You've seen mention of the Buffalo Bills, but what could they potentially give up, right? Multiple first-round picks, Gregory Rousseau and Swap. It just doesn't seem to still be enough, and I'm not sure if any trade will actually be enough, which is why Browns general manager Andrew Berrios came out multiple times saying he has zero interest in trading away Myles Garrett. But at this point in his general manager tenure, more so dealing with Deshaun Watson, I'm not sure if Andrew Berry has any power in the situation. Right? I think it all comes down to Myles Garrett. So if you're Andrew, you may want to do right by your player and your organization and get the best out of him to the highest potential bidder. And as for Cooper Kupp and the LA Rams, we all saw this coming. I think this is going to be a seamless transition for both the Rams and Kupp once the offseason kicks off, right? They're going to send Kupp to somewhere he wants to be, where he can still play good football and ride out the rest of his career. And the Rams may not get that draft compensation we believe they deserve in return, but they're going to do right by their player because the Rams are a first-class organization.